People like to typically save the best for last, but I ain't doing it. I am gonna bust through with my black stilettos. I'm with it, Montale. So this is cute. It's for the ladies. It's not one of my top 3, that's for sure. Like, I'm so for it. And that's on period, you know? Thank you for tuning in to Everything with Grace. I'm your girl, ForeverKemiGrace, and I'm so happy that you are tuning in to this video. I'm so happy that you clicked on that thumbnail and you're tuning in. I only ask that you click that subscribe button so you can stay connected with me and you will be alerted to all my future videos. Okay, so in this video, I'm really excited and anxious to do this product review on this amazing luxury niche fragrance house, none other than Montale Paris. So in this discovery kit, I received 10 of their different fragrances. So I was able to cultivate the fragrances that I wanted to try out, which I thought was really great. Some other discovery kits, you know, you just get what they give you. But this one, I was really excited that I was able to select the fragrances that I want to try out and I wanted to sample. So we are going to review 6 of my favorite fragrances from the niche fragrance bin, Montale Paris. If you are not subscribed and you steady watching me, because my analytics don't lie, y'all watching, but you ain't subscribed, all I'm gonna say is please make sure you click the subscribe button. It's never too late to join the family. So just about all of Montale Paris fragrances are made with oud. And that speaks for itself, because if you know anything about the fragrance world, you know that oud is practically a scented luxury. Not all fragrances are made with oud because oud is very expensive, and they are also made with a higher oil concentration. Oud fragrance is what I would consider a powerhouse. So one thing to keep in mind about oud fragrances, you can get some oud fragrances that have a very woody scent, spicy scent, some even having a very leathery scent. They have a wide range of different scents. Oud fragrances are very unique. They are made for people who have that deep appreciation for the strong, dense, and very heavy scent. It's not for everybody, but those that can handle it absolutely love it and adore it. Almost all of Montale Paris fragrances are unisex. Like, he has created such a unique and diverse fragrance house that most of his fragrances can be worn by both genders, which I think is just absolutely brilliant. The longevity and performances of these fragrances is absolutely great. Super longevity out of these fragrances. You will typically get 10 hours or more wear out of all of these fragrances. I am telling you. So enough chit chat, let's just get into it, right? Okay, let's go. I received the discovery kit from Montale Paris. And in this discovery kit, I was given 10 different fragrances. And the awesome thing, like I mentioned earlier, was I was able to customize my discovery kit, which I'm very excited and happy to do, because you know, some of the fragrances you don't want to try. Like, I want to try the ones that, you know, gear towards my preference and my scent palette. So I like that about his discovery kit. I know people like to typically save the best for last, but I ain't doing it. I am gonna bust through with my black stilettos, leather black stilettos, and I'm gonna start with my favorite fragrance from the Montale collection. So I actually got this in my discovery kit, but I've also been using this for the past year. Has it been a year? And as I stated earlier, these are all unisex. Now, this fragrance is called Oud Mazing. Yes, this is an oud fragrance. Not all of the fragrances from Montale Paris are oud based. But as for this one, this bad girl, she has oud in it, okay? So this is Oud Mazing from the Montale Paris collection. I think the packaging is super cute, super cute, very different. It has the little pin that you can slide back and forth that locks it so it prevents it from spraying, which I think is really, it's a brilliant idea so that you don't waste it, or if it tips over, or if you have it in a bag, you know, an overnight bag, it won't just be spraying all over the place. So that was a really nice feature to have, the little pin. And it has this little jingle little thing. I know a lot of men, I've read some reviews, and I know a lot of men do not care for this. They think it's quite noisy, but I like it. I think it's cute. So let's know what it smells like, right? Okay. What I can say about this fragrance, it is definitely a woody, floral, musky fragrance. And that's why I love this fragrance. This is definitely my favorite one because it is so versatile. Like, I can see a man wearing this fragrance. I can see a woman wearing this fragrance. What I get from this fragrance, the leather and vanilla in this fragrance merges together into a very delectable, a very sweet, very exotic marriage. This is a badass fragrance. This right here is you going out, girls night out, you're gonna go hang out, hit the town with your girls, or maybe you're gonna hit the town with your man. I don't know, but you're definitely going out. I can see the person going out wearing some leather pants, or she's wearing some leather heels. She is looking badass and fierce, very sexy, very flirty. The opening is very sweet and fruity, which I absolutely love. And then the dry down goes into a very oud, intense, elegant, welcoming, but very like exotic. And this is great for a man because I can see a man wearing this when he's going out to hang out with his boys. He's about to go clubbing. He's about to go to a cigar lounge. He's about to show the ladies that he got what it takes. Like, yeah. Yes. This is my favorite. I love it. Like, it is so fiery. It's so dangerous, but at the same time, it's so playful. So I think that this fragrance is a well-rounded, a well-balanced fragrance. Definitely not a signature fragrance. Remember, when we're talking about oud, oud is very dense. It's very strong. It's very rich. It's very heavy. You might not really want to wear this in the office. You know, it's just so strong. You could definitely be offending one or two people, but it's a great fragrance for after 5. If you're going to be putting in a little bit of effort in your attire, you're trying to dress to impress, this is absolutely a winner when it comes to accessorizing your outfit with the best fragrance to hit the town. Montale Paris Oud Mazing. So moving on to the next fragrance, I received 10 decals and they were in the amount of 5 ml. I like this fragrance, but I don't love her. Definitely one of the more feminine fragrances out of my discovery kit and out of the ones that I'm sharing with you guys. So the name of this fragrance is Pure Gold. Okay, yes, I remember you. Nice fragrance. I think it's very translucent. I get a lot of daytime and evening wear from this fragrance. The name is Pure Gold. I don't see any relation from the name to the fragrance. It is very fresh and fruity in the opening notes. As I stated earlier, it's definitely more feminine fragrance. It doesn't have much character for me. It just doesn't have enough for me. Like, I want a fragrance that's just gonna be speaking something to my soul. Like this one right here, it's pretty and nothing else spectacular, to be honest. But what I will say is the fruitiness is very sharp in the opening notes, but it is floral. So it's very welcoming and it's a very pleasant aroma. You definitely won't be offending anyone with this particular fragrance. What I like is that it transitions into a very calm and subtle, charming dry down. I played with all of them, and I was able to test this one on, and it definitely lasts for more than 8 hours of the day. So you will get gradual whiffs of this fragrance throughout the day, but it's still very soft, it's still very charming, it's still very, it's still very feminine and sweet. I think this is the most safe blind buy that you can do out of the discovery kit that I'm sharing with you guys. But if I had to rate her, I would definitely give her she get a 6/10. Pure gold. So moving on to the next girl. It has gotten a lot of traction in the fragrance world and on YouTube. This is actually a popular one, so your girl had to test it out. This one is Intense Cafe. I like ForeverKemiGrace likes this one. Funny enough, when I first tried this, I did not like it. I was just like, now why would I want to smell like coffee? Like, that ain't for me. I love the dry down more than the opening notes. I'm not a big coffee drinker. Like, coffee is not my thing. That's not my jig. One of the key notes is coffee in here. I have to say, this is a very enticing aroma. I could definitely see a gentleman wearing to work. I can see him wearing this to an office meeting. I can see him wearing this to take his girl out for lunch. I can see this being a signature fragrance for a guy. I really can. Let me spray some more because I like this fragrance right here. I can very well see a female rocking this. Like, opening notes is definitely rose and vanilla. It's a lot of floral warmthness in this fragrance. Definitely has a cinnamon twist or a cinnamon. They don't garnish it. It is garnished with cinnamon. Either way it goes, there's cinnamon in this beautiful fragrance. I do believe that there's oud in this fragrance, if I'm not mistaken. I like her. If I had to rate Intense Cafe, I would definitely give her an 8/10. She on my good side. Okay, this is actually my second favorite fragrance from this discovery kit. First of all, any fragrance that's gonna make me feel like my alter ego is about to come out and be challenged, I'm so for it. This fragrance is called Sensual Instinct. Let's go ahead and try her. You know what? I have to be honest. So I purchased 2 Montale fragrances last year, and had I tried this particular one, had I tried Sensual Instinct, I totally would not have gotten the other one. I would have gotten my Oud Mazing because I love Oud Mazing, but the other one I wouldn't have gotten because I love Sensual Instinct. This is like seduction magic. This definitely has oud in it. Oud delightful, like it is so delightful. This fragrance opens up very airy, very sugary. Get a floral high from this fragrance. The dry down transitions into a very subtle, a very soft, and a very sweet. This is a fragrance after 5, of course, I like the fact that I feel like the fire is burning in the fireplace. Marshmallows is toasted somewhere. I mean, it just gives me that cozy winter vibe. I love this fragrance. You're gonna be smelling this after 8 hours. Will I be purchasing a full bottle of this? I definitely have this fragrance on my wish list. Now, when I'm gonna get it, I don't know. Maybe somebody will bless me with this, but I love the fact that it's still light and airy for an oud fragrance. Oud tends to be very dense and heavy and rich, and like it tends to be overpowering sometimes. But with this particular fragrance, I don't get that. I smell the oud and the agar wood and the dry down, but it's still very airy. It's still very floral. It's still very sensual, but not with all the drama. You get what I'm saying? Sensual Instinct is a 10 over 10 for sure. So the next fragrance we are going to discover is one that I purchased last year. This one is called Honey Oud. So we're going to test this girl out. Please be mindful that this fragrance, you spray it 3 times max, and that's all you need. Like, the oud is definitely heavily dense in this fragrance. It's heavy. You hear what I'm saying? Like, you gonna smell that oud like from across the room. Walk into a room, you're shutting it down. Like, and some will say not for good, some will say for great reasons. It just depends on who the person is. And it's not a bad fragrance, don't get me wrong. I just feel that this is not a fragrance that you blind buy. Don't be like me, okay? This particular fragrance is not a safe blind buy. You're gonna be taking a huge risk. If you are a big fan of oud fragrances and you about that life, then you might want to try this. This is an oriental cinnamon and vanilla gourmand. Funny enough, when you hear the name of this fragrance, Honey Oud, you think that, oh, this is gonna smell straight like honey, but it doesn't smell heavily like honey. I get honey vibes in the opening notes for sure, but it dries down into the agar wood. It dries down into the woody, musky notes. I think I would appreciate this fragrance more from a man. I don't see a lot of people rushing for this fragrance because it's very unique. It's very distinctive. It's in a lane of its own. It's not something that everyone would appreciate. It's just not for everybody. She's definitely going to fulfill her role when I wear her. I can see this making a statement in whatever room or whatever occasion I choose to wear this to. I would rate Honey Oud 6.5 over 10. Yes, so I definitely like it more than the Pure Gold, but I don't like it more than the Sensual Instinct. So last but not the least is, and this is actually my 3rd favorite fragrance from the Discovery Kit. This is Sweet Vanilla. I mean, I absolutely love a gourmand fragrance. Any fragrance that's gonna have me smelling like a baked pie, or have marshmallows, have me smelling like sugar cane, that's gonna have me smelling delicious. Okay, I'm so here for it. Like, I just love it. I thought I was in a phase, but you know, it's been lasting for a long time, so that's my thing. I think that's just my niche. Oh, the opening is straight apricot and vanilla, and it just makes me think of apple pie. That's what I think of when I smell this fragrance. This is an attractive scent right here. This scent is very attractive. It's very enticing. I can actually see a man wearing this fragrance and it not coming off too like feminine, because even though it's a sweet gourmand scent, hands down, it's definitely a gourmand, but it's like a burnt brown sugar. The sweetness is mellow, but it's still warm. And this fragrance definitely like takes me to my happy place. Like, it makes me smile. not only are you making me smell good, but you're also uplifting my spirit, and I love that. You are calling them with this fragrance. Like, this fragrance is very welcoming, it's very enticing, it's everything. It's definitely a Netflix and chill. This is a cozy date night fragrance. This is a fragrance if you're going out and you're just trying to, like, you're just wanting to be the center of all attractions. This is gonna be your go-to. Like, I'm only getting like 6 to 8 hours, which is still a very, very long time, but compared to the other ones, I just don't feel like it's as long lasting. So I will definitely recommend you utilizing this fragrance as a layering fragrance and topping off your other fragrance with this particular one. Will I be getting a full bottle of this? You ain't even gotta ask me. This fragrance is one I have to cop before the ending of this year. Definitely a 10 over 10 for me. The Montale Paris niche house is such an amazing and a unique house. I really adore this French perfumer, and if you know anything about Oud fragrances, you know that they get really pricey. They can be very expensive, but when you find a really awesome Oud niche fragrance house that creates Oud fragrances at a very affordable price, still using a higher oil concentration to ensure that the longevity, the power, the performance, and the sillage is up to par and is of high quality, such as Montale Paris, count me in. You know, one of these will definitely fit your preference and your Oud desires. Make sure you share, comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff, okay? All that good stuff, so that we can continue to build this relationship. So that concludes my review of Montale Paris Discovery Kit. I really enjoyed sharing some of these fragrances with you. I really hope that me sharing this discovery kit with you allowed you to learn a little bit more about Oud fragrances, and perhaps you would have added 1 or 2 of these fragrances on your wish list. Until my next video, stay blessed, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.